Now, support for the Morrison government continues to fall in the wake of the Liberal Party's devastating showing in the Victorian state election on the weekend. The Australian's news poll today shows the coalition's primary vote dropping to a near record low of 34%. The government doesn't fare much better in the two-party preferred, trailing Labor 45 to 55. In the one bright spot, Scott Morrison has improved his personal standing, extending his lead as preferred PM to 12 points. Treasurer Josh Frydenberg joins me now. Treasurer, thanks for joining us. 34% primary vote. It's getting embarrassing, and particularly after the election in Victoria on the weekend.
Well, we're a long way from the next federal election, but we know the job is ahead of us, and the Australian economy remains strong. Unemployment has come down, wages have started to go up. Australia's AAA credit rating has been reaffirmed, and the budget is on track to come back to balance. So we need to keep reminding the Australian people the benefit of a strong economy is that they get the essential services in health, education and infrastructure that they deserve and need.
Isn't that the disconnect? The economy is going so well, budget about to go into surplus. Is it because you're being ruled by the Conservatives, that your policies are too right-wing, that you're ignoring climate change? Average Australians do want renewable energy. Are you out of step with mainstream Australia?
Well, the reality is the facts tell a different story,
no, they
Koch,
don't.
because renewable investment under the coalition is at a record high for the Australian for Australia.
But
in terms of
why do your Conservatives in the party keep slagging renewable energy? They're doing you a disservice.
Well, Kochie, the reality is renewables have now grown faster under us than they've done at any previous time in the history of the country. We know emissions on a per capita and GDP basis are the lowest level in 28 years. We're focusing on reducing emissions, but at the same time, it's fair to say Australia has not managed the transition to lower emission energy because energy prices have gone up. That's the challenge, and that's what the story we have to tell.
Okay, a big issue for the election next year is going to be on franking credits. The ALP have said that they'll stop franking credits on shares. You've released new figures this morning on the number of retirees who you believe will be impacted by the ALP's planned reform of franked dividends. Isn't Labor just winding back the scheme to what it was intended to be?
Well, this is actually ATO data, which shows over 900,000 people will be worse off. Individuals will be $2,200 a year worse off under Labor's plan. If you have a self-managed super fund, you'll be over $12,000 a year worse off. It was actually Simon Crean, as leader of the Labor Party, who said that the franking credit situation that Labor is now seeking to unwind was actually helping low-income investors. And it's those people, over 80% of whom have a taxable income under $37,000, that will be worse off under Labor's tax grab.
Because of the superannuation part of it. All right, Treasurer, thanks very much for joining us this morning. Now, just